What's good, y'all? So I guess the topic of this video is your physical reality reflecting what you've been saying about yourself, right? I guess another way to put it is, are you talking the talk or are you walking the walk? You know, don't get me wrong. I love hearing people calling themselves higher vibrational titles. You know, elevating from I'm a real nigga, I'm a boss bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to see people elevating from those titles. You know, it's like, do you want to be a boss bitch, a real nigga, or do you want to be a king or a queen, a god or a goddess? You see what I'm saying? It's like, is that what energy are you putting on yourself? What spells are you casting on yourself? Do you want to put on a spell that makes you weaker or a spell that makes you more powerful, walking with more esteem? That's just a question I propose to you. You know, but then there's also the people that are just saying the words. Yeah, I'm a king. I'm a real man, especially like, you know, young men that have been like engaging in red pill content on YouTube, Instagram, wherever. You know, I'm a man, and in a man's world, you do this and this and this. Okay, that's cool. You're saying a bunch of words, but are you truly embodying it in your world? Just like on the other end for women, it's like, yeah, I'm a real woman. I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. Okay, that's great. But have you changed up your behaviors at all to fit this new title? You know, when you get some new shoes, you got to break in the new shoes. You know, so when people are calling themselves these high titles, okay, sure, you are now starting to put your foot in the shoe. But eventually you got to break in the shoe until it becomes comfortable, until it becomes one with your foot, until it becomes one in your psyche, and to the point that you don't have to run around trying to convince yourself that you are that thing that you are calling yourself, and that you just simply are that thing, right? This example I've used 1,000 times. Let's just say your name is Betty. All right, you walk into the mirror every single morning when you brushing your teeth, wiping your face, applying your makeup. You don't have to call yourself Betty. I am Betty. I am Betty. I am Betty. No, you just wake up. I'm Betty. I wake up every morning. I'm Prince. I'm that dude. You know, when I'm talking to my friends and they's like, you know, when I'm having like a nice philosophical conversation, I'm like, hey, so like, who are you? And as I saw a beautiful post, who are you, without saying like what your job is, how much money you have, where you live, and that type of stuff. No, who are you? And like, sometimes I'm like, I'm kind of kidding, but I'm kind of serious when I say I'm that dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm just that dude. You know, and whatever that means, it's like, it's a very malleable statement, you know? But the thing is, it's like, this is the stuff I say to myself, whether I'm in public or I'm in private. You know, I don't have to pretend to be anything, you know? And then with me taking on the title of king and god in my own world, I feel absolutely no need to change up how I act wherever I go. You know, I'm a king in the party. I'm a king by myself. I'm a god in the social event. I'm a god by myself. You know, I'm a god in peace. I'm a god in war. It doesn't matter. I'm always going to be me, and I'm going to adapt to the situation, but I'm never going to change up who I am to fit in. I have no need to fit in. Why? It was like, since when does a lion care about the opinion of sheep? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Gates. But seriously, it's like, since when? You know, it's like, why would a king or a god have to change up how he acts in the presence of people that don't know who they are? Why am I going to fit in? Why am I going to step down to that level? That makes no sense to me. You know, this is just the way I walk around, and some people will get intimidated by this level of speech. Some people are shaking their heads. Yup. And some people are like, yo, who's this guy think he is? And that's just the split right there. I am who I am, and I have no need to change that wherever I go. I'm currently sitting out here wearing my gym shorts from high school, and that's it. My purple gym shorts. I'm sitting out here in the middle of a park where some dudes will be like, yo, why aren't you out there getting no bitches, bro? Wait, you ain't getting no bitches, so I'm better than you, bro. Cool. You still feel the need to compare us when we are no longer even in the same league. You're in the G League. I'm in the All-Star game. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you feel the need to compare yourself to me, you've already lost. I'm minding my own business, living life the way that I want to. Why are you worried about me? You know, we live in this world full of competition, this society, that's just full of competition. First place, second place, third place. And if you're not in the top 10, then you're useless, you're worthless, you're a nobody. Okay, y'all can go play that little game. I'm gonna just keep going being awesome in the practice lobby. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's just what I'm doing. It's like, I'm making myself better. I don't care what you think about me. Am I better than I was yesterday? Am I better than I was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago? You know, if you can't say that you were completely different, then what are you doing? You just spending a whole bunch of time talking, using physical things to compensate what you lack mentally and spiritually. That makes no sense to me. Why would you? Y'all over here running around saying you kings and queens, gods and goddesses, divine being, I'm accepting my divinity, and you still acting like a lower vibrational little thotty, a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You over here acting like a bot, a sheep, especially in the so-called black community. Oh, I'm real. I got that Gucci on. I got that Louis. So a whole bunch of brands that have made all this racist ass clothing, and you are still buying it, giving them money when they pretty much said, we don't want your black ass buying our stuff. And these are the people that are molding the minds of our children, needing things to make themselves better. No, the things are attracted to who you are. So if you ain't shit, you're going to attract a whole bunch of things that ain't shit, and you're going to attract a whole bunch of things coming from people that think you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have to elevate y'all's understanding of the word king, queen, god, and goddess. Because when I say it, I have no authority over you. I don't want any authority over you. I am a king and a god in my world because I have authority over me. I'm no longer a slave to myself. Don't get me wrong. I have things I have to work on. It's like, life is just all about constant growth and constant learning about thyself. So you can now move in a different way. You have to know when it's time to close one chapter and open another. I got work to do, but I'm no longer a slave to myself. I no longer look at people around me as if I'm better or worse than them. I see traits. I see things that I admire in certain people. And when I see that, I'm like, that could make me better. I should learn how to be more social, be more agreeable like that man over there. I should learn how to take care of my skin, take care of my body, take care of my hygiene like that queen over there. You see what I'm saying? But then on the other end of the spectrum, I don't see myself above anybody. I see a homeless person that has all their stuff in a shopping cart, for example. And I look at them and I'm like, man, maybe I do have too much stuff. Maybe even though I live in a state of abundance, I should pick out those things that if I had to jump ship right now, put everything in a bag, put everything in a shopping cart like that person, what would I put in there? I learned from everything because at some point I'm going to have to not only lead myself, but I'm going to have to lead my kingdom, lead my people. Whether those are friends, quote, quote, followers, I don't like that term, but for the sake of, so we're all on the same page, my followers, all that type of stuff, I'm going to have to lead them. So let me learn from everything now while it's just me. A lot of us young people, we spend so much time, and don't get me wrong, I've said it many a times, I am a lover. And sometimes it gets to me on my dark nights where I'm like, how is it that I'm so fucking great? I am great. I am amazing. I am a catch. I'm probably the greatest man walking these streets right now. And how am I still single? I don't get that. And don't get me wrong, I have my moments. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a lover. I'm just waiting for somebody to love, and I'm waiting to love somebody and to be loved. But on the other end of the spectrum, I've spent a lot of time worrying about that when I should have been worrying about, or I should be more focused on building myself up. Because like I've said many a times, maybe my dream woman is miles ahead of me and I have to catch up to her. Or, my woman's catching up to me, so why am I going to sit still? Nah, it's like, when you get on the on-ramp, if you slam the brakes on the interstate, you're going to cause a whole bunch of problems. You just have to keep on going in your lane, and eventually someone's going to drive up right next to you. But especially in men's world, it's like a lot of us don't feel like we're real men unless we have a whole bunch of women hanging off our arm. And I said this in one of my other videos. It's like, oh, he ain't got no bitches, he ain't got no hoes, bro. Look at me. You can have that, homie. I don't want bitches and hoes. I want women, queens, and goddesses. You can have the bitches and hoes. You can have all of them. Because some of them aren't bitches and hoes. That's just the way that you see them. Because you don't know how to tap into their potential. You don't know how to lead them as a man. You see? It's like you don't know how to deal with their emotions. So you just hit it and quit it because you don't have the maturity to go to that next level with them. So you have your bitches and hoes. You have your women that are just willing and open to spread their legs for any dude. Y'all go play. You children go play over there. We'll be over here. You feel me? That's just where I'm at with things. I have no problem talking like this anymore. It's like, sure, I'm still very humble. I'm very modest. But this is also a part of me too. It's like I have no problem sharing these thoughts with the world, with you, whether we are on YouTube, whether we are in person. I have no problem with it. Yes, I always like to remind y'all, if any of you ever meet me in person, I'm a lot quieter in person. I don't speak in person. If I'm part of a group, I'm on the outskirts. You know, I'm chilling. I'm over here looking for the other loners at the party. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. You know, but when I'm just sharing my thoughts with the world, this is what's going on in my mind all the time. I just want to share my energy with everybody. But if your world isn't matching the things that you're saying, if you're talking all this and you sound all good on YouTube, you sound all good on Instagram, you sound all good in your echo chamber, you know, you went out there and got your own platform and this and that, you're talking the talk, okay, but when you are by yourself, when the cameras are gone, when all the eyes are off of you, who are you? I'm the same dude that's talking to you right now, wherever I go. Like I said, of course, I still have things to work on. I still have levels of growth. You know, there's still some things that are very much, quote, quote, lacking in my world that I'm feeding them energy so they can grow and blossom. But in the meantime, I can honestly say that I'm in a really good place as a young person in this world, in this society. You know what I'm saying? But once again, is your physical reality reflecting what you've been saying about yourself? I now live in the world now where people greet me, especially for those of you that like email me, hop in the Discord, whatever. Hey, yo, peace, King, peace, God. I didn't go out there looking for those titles. I wasn't saying these things about myself, waiting for someone to reflect that energy back to me. No, why would I? If I know who I am on the inside, that will come. I don't need to call myself a king and you will treat me as such. No, if you don't recognize who I am, then you have no place in my world. It's that simple. I'm not being cocky. If anyone says that you're being cocky on this energy but you are being very authentic and genuine about the words that you are saying, then you don't have to worry about them. That's them looking up to you. Once again, I don't put myself above or beneath anybody, but that is someone while I am looking up in my own world, this person still puts themselves, or these people put themselves beneath you and are looking up at you because they've made themselves so small in their own world. So when they see someone achieving greater and greater heights, you're like quite literally growing and they have to look up to keep up with you. You see what I'm saying? There's going to be a point that they're not even going to be able to see you anymore. And there's going to be a point where you don't even see them because you don't let them in your world. But just think about that. I truly do believe it. It's like, I guess that's another way to put it. Do you truly believe what you are saying about yourself? I'm not even just talking about the king, queen, God stuff. I just mean I'm a great man. I'm a great husband. I'm a wife. I'm a great girlfriend. I'm very smart. I'm very intellectual. I'm blah, blah, blah. Are you just saying the words? Or do you truly believe that about yourself no matter what criticism comes your way? You feel me? I live in the world now where I get greeted with peace, God, peace, King. Yo, my man. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. It's like a little bit of ego. Like I said, I'm not perfect. But like even when it's like, yo, that's my boy right there, it makes me cringe. Not only for like racial history, but also like just like my boys say, yo, I'm not a boy no more. Don't get me wrong. I'm a young man in the eyes of like my elders and such. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a boy. Don't get it confused. You know, my man, that's why I've corrected myself many a times, like talking about my friend Alex. I mean, that's my white boy. Nope. You know what? That's my man's Alex. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's my man. I treat people the way I want to be treated, you know? And if you truly believe that you are king, queen, God is a high vibration individual, and someone doesn't want to give you that level of respect, then why are you going to stoop down and get angry? Why are you going to stoop down to their level because they didn't treat you with the same level of respect? Why are you going to start acting like them? If you are truly separate, because we're all one, but you know what I'm saying? If you are in a separate ballpark, if you are in a different league from them, then why are you going to step down to their level? Why are you going to get mad because they couldn't recognize greatness? I just laugh personally. You know, I've been told many a times that I'm intimidating, you know, and it's like, I wouldn't be. If you were a woman, especially, if you were a woman, a queen of gods on my level, if not higher, you wouldn't feel intimidated to come up and to approach me and start conversation. You see what I'm saying? It's a real recognized real. So if you are a true queen and I am a king, you should be able to walk up to me. I should be able to walk up to you, and we should be able to look each other eye in the eye and have a discussion, share an energy, share a moment together, you know? But I've been called intimidating because I don't speak to people. I speak when spoken to. You know, and like if I'm somewhere and I'm not necessarily comfortable, and once again, I have growth. Growth that's needed. But it's like when I'm in a new environment where I don't know people, say less. If you want to make yourself known in my world, I'll be over here. I'm just chilling. I'll be over here just sitting here reading a book. You know, it's a, hey, what you reading? Oh, word, you're interested in this thing that I'm like the frequency I'm currently tuned into. This intrigued you. Okay, let's have a conversation. You know, I'm not going to be the dude that's going to attract the women with the flashy necklaces. I mean, unless my crystals, then like that's a good start right there. But like, yeah, I'm not going to be wearing the diamonds. I'm not going to be wearing the expensive watches. I'm not going to be wearing all the fancy name brand clothes. I'm really not. You know, don't get me wrong. It did feel good to put on a tux. I felt kind of dapper. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I might have to level up a little bit. But it's like, nevertheless, though, it's like, even if I got that suit from a thrift store, if it fit me perfectly, that's what I'm rocking. Because I can make anything look good. I live in a world of confidence. I live in a world of self-love. I live in a world of self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I have a very high self-esteem. But with all that being said, I have very high standards. I mean, does a king drink tap water? You know what I'm saying? Does a king eat food that he doesn't want to eat? No, you go out there and get what you want to eat. You know? Does a king wait for someone to do things for him, or does he figure out the answers for himself? On the other side of the spectrum, you know, in all honesty, I had like a very humbling conversation a couple of weeks ago, so I'm not going to be sitting here trying to define what a woman's role is, but this is mine. So are you complimentary to mine, ladies, women out there, queens out there that were trying to get with a king and a true God out here? You know, it's like, do you see what this man's mission is? And are you going to get in there and slow him down? Or are you going to make his life easier while he's achieving his dreams? Because that's the one thing that people don't understand, especially young people. It's like, you have to be a unit. You have to stop thinking about this me thing, because my mission makes everybody better. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's my mission, and I'm not deviating for anything off of that. So isn't that being selfish? For me personally, fulfilling my mission in this incarnation is making everyone around me better. Me sitting here talking to y'all is making the world better. When everyone's out here ingesting fear, anger, jealousy, all that type of stuff, I'm trying to bring the power back to the individual. You know, and it's like, if I bring that power back to the individual, are you not an individual? Are you not an individual? Are you not an individual? Sure, once again, we are all one, but while we are living these like in these physical vessels, there is a level of separation that needs to be acknowledged. So with me fulfilling my purpose, with me living in this high vibrational state, if you were trying to enter my world as a young queen goddess, you know what I'm saying? Don't slow me down. You know what I'm saying? Don't slow me down. Because I'm moving hella fast by myself. And if I have to slow down and backtrack and teach you everything, that slows me down. That takes energy away from my mission. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I get it. I'm not saying like I'm never going to stop and teach you things in my real life and all that. You know what I'm saying? If you're reading between the lines, y'all know what I mean. But it's like at the same time, though, it's like I can't have you bringing drama into my world. One of the main things, ladies out there, if this is a new concept for you, you need to be our piece, not our side piece. I think men need to elevate from that too. Side pieces, side women have their role. Man, I can never get down with that, but you know, different strokes for different folks. Don't be my side piece, be my piece, P-E-A-C-E. You know what I'm saying? Be my peace, you know, be my harmony, be my balance. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me calm. When I'm getting overworked, when I'm getting overburdened, comfort me. I'm not saying be my mommy. I'm not saying baby me. I'm just saying when you see your king, you know, that needs some assistance, step up. You know, I said this about my in my toast to my god in my god brother's toast, you know, at his wedding. And like I was pretty much like speaking to his wife, and I was like, yo, these women out here would drop you quicker than minute rice. You know what I'm saying? These words were just flowing out of me. He said they'll drop you quicker than minute rice. If you ain't in the name brand, if you ever have a moment of weakness, if you ever this and that, blah, 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 they'll just drop you because they expect you to be perfect when they themselves aren't perfect. And they don't want to fulfill their roles no more. They want to just leave when anything looks weird. They just want to dip. You know, but I said this about his bride. You know, I was like, yo, she said, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm locked in. I'm ready to go the distance. And a lot of women are starting to remember that now. You know, some men are remembering that their purpose is more than just having a bunch of nice things. The nice things follow if you are serving your purpose. Don't get me wrong. Some of y'all have a lot more money than me, a lot more women than me, more clothes than me, bigger houses than me, more properties than me, all this type of stuff. But I still feel like I'm better off than you. Some of you, you know what I'm saying? Some of y'all got everything figured out. Cool, I'm learning from you. But for those of you that simply have the physical and you lack the mental, you lack the spiritual, hey, let me teach you something. Let's learn. Let's grow. Let's stop putting each other down. Let's stop being crabs in the barrel. If you see someone that needs some assistance, you go out of your way to offer your hand. If they smack your hand away, then say less. You know, don't have any animosity to them. Don't have any anger towards them. You try to teach them. They say no. You go about your business. Now you can bring all that energy that you're willing to give to them back to yourself. Ladies, Stop trying to bring each other down because they're talking to a man that you wanted. If that's the energy that's going on, what will be, will be. It's like, why are you getting jealous because they're talking to your man? That ain't your man yet. So what you jealous for? I get it. Like, we think differently. I'm just speaking from a hyperlogical standpoint. It's like, what you jealous for? If he wanted to be with you, he would be with you. If you want to be with him, you would add extra efforts to be with him. If y'all are not reciprocating said energy, then go spend your energy somewhere else. This is something that happens with both men and women. We all want the things that we all want the things even more that we can't have. You know, if I can't have it, oh, that makes me want it more. That never made sense to me. You know, I chase nothing in this world anymore. Nothing. If I see it and I can grab it, then I'll go get it. But otherwise, oh, no, she's talking to him. Say less. And she won't from me. You know, some people might say this is like me letting opportunities pass. I'm just saying that's not my opportunity. That's somebody else's. We're all sharing this physical space together. Not everything is for you. Everything is a lesson, you know, but everything is not yours to have. Sometimes you learn the most by the things that you couldn't have, the things that you couldn't achieve. And say, okay, how do I get that? You know, that just shows you the options. Okay, I saw them get that. How do I get that? And then you change up your energy, you change up your frequency to magnetize it to you, to attract it to you. That's why I say I don't chase anything in this world. I'm a king and I'm a god. What king do you see goes out there and chases things? You know, he doesn't. Hey, excuse me, could you please bring me? That's how I speak to the universe. That's how I speak to God. That's how I speak to Ra. That's how I speak to the Orishas and all that type of stuff. You know, there's certain things in my own stubbornness, in my own world, in my own godly state, that I don't believe in certain things that this is the practice, this is the way of our people. Sure, maybe this is my own ignorance. Maybe I'll come around. But I feel like if those are the gods that we're supposed to be praying to, if these are the gods that we are supposed to be, you know, the God of money, the God of love, I should be able to speak to them as equals. Okay, you're good at that. You're good at bringing those things into people's worlds. You are my brother or sister in divinity. So, bro or sis, could you help me out with such and such? Yeah, I got you, bro. And that's how we need to be acting down here. When you see your brothers and sisters in divinity that are all doing something, they're all looking to have something. If you are good, for example, let's just say I need help with social interactions. And my brother, who's the god of social interaction, he could go into any group, he can go into any situation, and he's just part of it. He's just one with it. Hey, yo, bro, how do you do that? Oh, see, what I typically do is I just find something on somebody's shirt, and I just so green, and then green is grass. Grass is, oh, and they're smoking weed, so talk about the grass, green, boom, boom, boom. And that's how I know how to talk about them. You know, that's how I know how to get my way into that conversation. Oh, damn. Yo, that's very useful. Hey, but bro, sometimes I don't know how to be by myself. Can you help me when the music is gone, when the people are gone? How do I make myself better by myself? How do I not rely on being like in that environment? How am I better by myself? All right. Remember that whole environment, you were only attracted to that environment because of your own frequency. So just as you attune to the frequency of being good around people, tune into the frequency of being by yourself. Well, how do I do that? Sit quietly 1 second. Now look at me. It was quiet, wasn't it? Now make that more comfortable too. You're good at building and blending into all these loud environments. Blend into the silence as well. You see what I'm saying? If we're all gods, we all have our gifts. We all have our things to offer to everybody else. Whether there's people that have not stepped into their divinity yet, or it's people that have. No one is above you. No one is behind you in this whole spiritual game, in certain contexts, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's just we're all on our own levels, and we're all in our own spaces, in our own individual games. You know, it's like comparing apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, obviously you can compare them, but you know how the saying goes. You know, we all have our gifts that we're supposed to pass along to everybody, because we're all supposed to be here to build instead of competing. Yes, friendly competition is good. And after you're done competing, hey, yo, bro, I saw that you did that move, but I knew that you were going to do that because you always telegraph your movement. So you need to work on that telegraph. Hey, yo, bro, damn. It's like, but you're helping me? Yes, because if I make you better, you're going to be a stronger competition that makes me better. You know, Goku and Vegeta out here. You know what I'm saying? Your arch nemesis that you have to make yourself better from. That's going to be the video I'll record after this. It's like your competition, your friendly, healthy competition makes you better. It helps you grow. Yes, sometimes you have to focus on them for a little bit, but then take all that focus back to yourself. What did you learn from that competitive environment? And how does it make you better as an individual? And how are you going to change up your game? You see what I'm saying? I forgot what I was talking about, to be quite honest with you. I'm just talking at this point. I'm feeling good. I'm out in the sun. I'm feeling sexy. It's like we feeling good. But nevertheless, it's like, once again, to summarize, are you talking the talk or are you walking the walk? In my world, I am now addressed as, what's up, King, peace, God. I didn't ask for that, you see? But I truly believe this in my own world, so therefore my physical reality has no choice but to reflect that back unto me. You see what I'm saying? Just because I consider myself a king and a god doesn't mean I have to have legions of fans, armies of people that are willing to die for me. Nah, I like to see myself as a solo king. I'm the quote, loner king. I'm the lone wolf king. Eventually, when I find, like, you know, my other half, you know what I'm saying, my peace, P-E-A-C-E, you know, I have my other piece, then she'll come into my world, and then we'll be living our own world together as one. Of course, compromises need to be made, and like adaptations need to be made, but at the same time, I'm gonna keep on being great. Don't worry about the people that can't see your greatness. Don't worry about it. You see it, right? So what do you need other people to see it for? If you speak your message and they listen to you, then they're going to be better off for it. If they ignore you, then don't be surprised when they're still stuck in the same spot that they've been in. Kings and gods don't backtrack for anybody. We all have our own journeys. We all have our own lessons in life. You feel me? We all have our, what are they looking at? I don't like that. It's that we all have our own lessons in life. You know what I'm saying? And from all the lessons that we are learning, we are supposed to share it, because yes, we are all one. And everything that we learn in the individual basis is the things that we are supposed to contribute to the higher conscious, to the all, the one mind, the thing that we all return unto, the pure energy, the source, the one God, all that type of stuff. Whatever it is that you believe in, we're all contributing back to that, because that is us and we are it. To the next one, y'all. Peace.